gutta!
Skål! Skål! Thomas, what are you doing? What are you doing, Thomas?
No, nothing. Just planning ahead a bit. No.
Yeah, I think you better hide that. It's not for everyone.
We've
Well, it's concerns.
We've actually started
Yeah, we've started now.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Hello and welcome back for another edition of Tipsy Wednesday, presented from the Penthouse Bar. With us as usual, our host and podcast editor Bjørn,
Howdy.
and our host, in-house villain, and self-proclaimed cultured man, Junior.
Hello there.
Last but not least, our host, introducer, and social media manager, Thomas.
Hello.
I
Yeah.
was trying to point down at you like you're like down
Yeah.
there. Okay.
It really depends.
There we go.
Ah.
Now we're podcasting.
Yes.
Not planning ahead.
Well, fuck.
Well, I'll actually start. Social medias.
Yes.
Not done a whole lot. We did post the YouTube video on our Facebook page, as well as the regular episode, and that's about it. If you don't have any mails, I'm checking right now. No mail. Yep. Well, that's it.
Yep.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, very quick. So, I've written ups and downs of being single. Are there
Have
any
you
ups? Yeah, I have. Are there any ups and downs for being single?
Well, certainly.
Does anything comes to mind?
Well, the first thing that springs to mind from my point of view is like the freedom, you know? You're not as bound to schedules and family, and you're not bound by the family commitments. Well, family or spouse commitments even.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a free man. You can do whatever you want.
Yes.
No mother-in-law, father-in-law, brother-in-law, nothing.
No,
That's very good.
You can do whatever you want.
Very good. But are there any downs of being single?
Well, you have the obvious of little to no company in bed.
Yeah, there's that, of course.
But at least we
The
have beer.
lonely. Yeah, the loneliness.
I'm so lonely.
Oh god, that song.
Yeah, that was a song back in
That
the
was a
day.
huge hit once upon a time.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I know. I never liked it.
Nope, me
Everyone
neither.
was singing it around me. I just like, what the fuck are you on, guys?
Well, anyways, the reason I wrote this, ups and downs of being single, is because right now I'm very comfortable being single. I used to be in a relationship for like 11 years or so,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been very fulfilling to be single after that.
All right. Okay.
And though it would be nice with a girlfriend, it brings with it a lot of changes. And I don't like changes.
That's because you're old.
Yeah, I'm old.
That's what I was going to ask, because you're, I don't want to say you're constantly on the Tinder, but you are a user, and
Yeah.
hopefully there's a reason for this. So you say you're very comfortable being single, but obviously you don't use Tinder just for the fun of it, you know? So,
No.
Well, what do you know? He can use it for the fun of it.
Well, Tinder
Just
brings
to-
with it a lot of fun. I do.
Oh,
I
right,
do, but,
okay.
But yeah, of course, I am looking, but at the same time, I'm not all too eager.
You're not committed.
I'm not super committed. Of course, if the right girl comes along, there's that. But well,
But are you
I'm just-
trying to find her, or just waving the wheat?
I am actually trying, but
Are you trying hard?
not super hard.
because he's like in a sort of like I'm comfortable where I am state, but it would be nice if it happened, but you're not like chasing it like a rabid dog.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I feel like you have to do some compromise in life, right?
Yeah.
Most cases, yeah.
Yeah. Are you willing to do those things?
Depends on
least.
what those things are.
Well, yeah, it really does, but you need to make time for your girlfriend, right?
Of course, that's a given.
Yeah, of course. No, that's not. Some people do not do that.
What's the point of a girlfriend if you don't have any time to spend with her?
Don't ask me. I said some guys, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But,
Well, some are comfortable with the gaming time, and the gaming time needs to stay like 6 hours a day.
Wow. Yeah, well,
Yeah, well, some do.
yeah, well, you need your gaming. You need your gaming definitely, but not a set amount of hours every day.
just as much as possible.
No, because you also need time to your anime, your TV shows, your movies, your wrestling shows, your kids. At least in my my case, there's work, takes up a lot of time. There's this golfing.
Yeah, but how? I know you've done it for 11 years, but I
Yeah.
guess you got busier and busier as the years got along, yeah?
Well, I went from in a relationship to single, so I just started filling my days with other stuff, and now my days are stacked. Of course, there's also podcasting and going forward also now editing the videos for YouTube. So
So if you got a girlfriend today, you need to do compromises.
yeah, I'll give her 2 minutes in the evening. I'm not the
What
2-minute
did
man.
you just say?
I'm not the 2-minute man.
4 minutes.
Give her an
The
hour
2-minute
every-
hero.
I'd give her an hour every evening, give or take.
Yeah, you need you need the 58 minutes of cuddling.
Yeah, there's that. Exactly. The foreplay is important.
Oh.
Yeah, no,
Wait,
of
what?
course, it will bring with it a lot of changes. It will.
Does
right now,
some
I'm
specific changes come to mind that
Wait,
you would most likely think?
wait. Thomas did a joke here. Is the cuddling before or after?
Does
In
it
your
really
mind.
matter? No,
No.
I think cuddling comes first very often.
I do some. I mean, it's all the way, you know? The act is in the middle. The cuddling is the sandwich between the act.
You have your foreplay, you have the deed, and you have some cuddling.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Then we agree.
Yeah. But as I said,
Okay.
of course, it comes with a lot of changes. What I will not do is game less when a new Witcher game hits. Other than that, I'm willing to do compromises. But when it's Witcher related, you take the the second seat.
But what changes do you think would be the first ones if, for instance, as Junior said, you got a girlfriend today and all of the compromises would have yeah, you need to make some changes. You need to clear up your schedule just a bit.
Yeah.
What
Starting from tomorrow.
Starting from tomorrow.
Well, of course, it's
does
quite
anything spring to
rude.
mind? Some activities or something? What's your first thing that comes to mind?
I would have to work less, of course.
Work less.
No, I will have to cut back on my TV time, perhaps.
Mm.
Maybe some of the wrestling would have to go.
Yeah, but
Can watch that at work.
imagine that you're in the start of a relationship. You understand? You
Yeah,
got to date nights.
then you basically put everything on hold. At the start.
Everything.
Almost. Not working, kids, but, you know. You put a lot of your interest on hold to do the dating parts and like, getting to know the person and do all the foreplay and cuddling and parts in between. And
During the whole, what's it called? The honeymoon phase.
yeah, basically.
Where everything's
The-
like
the-
sunshines and rainbows.
Yeah, but the honeymoon phase lasts for 2 years. Up to
Wow,
2 years.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
At some point, you realize the girls don't fart rainbows and uniforms and stuff.
Stop! No! Don't ruin my life!
Don't ruin your fantasy.
Give me back my rainbow poop!
Yeah, of course, they only poop rainbows and hearts.
Yeah.
And their fart smells like perfume.
That is why they always smell nice. Because they are walking and farting everywhere.
Yeah, no, but also a relationship brings with it a lot of hassle. Like her family, for instance.
The obligatory her family time and your family time and
Yeah,
vice, you know.
There's that.
Yeah, but sometimes you enjoy spending time with her family.
Perhaps.
Hopefully, but that depends, you know.
It depends on the girl's father. Wouldn't that be fair to say?
Yeah. Or if she got some younger brothers, or...
Or older brothers.
Yeah.
Or many brothers. There's a lot to take in account.
Hmm.
Well...
Do we have anything more to add to this?
No.
Well, we
Probably
can...
could go on, but I nothing springs to mind immediately.
There really was a reason behind me writing that subject, but I will not be talking about the reason as of yet.
Are you getting a girlfriend? Ooh!
No. It has to do with some other maybe plans along the line this summer, perhaps.
Joke's on you, Junior. It's a boyfriend.
Yeah, boy!
No.
A fourth member of Tipsy Wednesday. Coming soon. Thomas' spouse.
No.
Carl.
Absolutely not.
We can bring more ups. I think we have been really downers on the relationship part.
Yeah, there's a lot of downers with relationships. Give us some ups.
No!
What do you mean?
If you're financially safe, then it's a good thing. Because you're doubling your income.
Yeah.
That is a very huge positive. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
More
Pure-
money is
always
pure,
good.
pure
Income.
economics. Pure economics.
Yeah. Doubling your economics. If you're economically stable and you got the mental health aspect.
Mental health?
Yeah, if she is alright. Yeah. The company.
Yeah, it's good with company.
Yeah.
Have someone
Not
to
just
talk
you
to.
guys.
Don't sit alone at home all the time talking with you guys. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Although we do cure hangovers.
Yeah, of course.
Listen
But
to us
I
and your
know-
hangover will go away.
I I'm not supposed to say this, but I am a sloth.
You're a sloth.
Yeah, I'm a sloth. There
Okay.
is. You only see what's behind me.
Well, I see there's a like working workout apparatus. This training bicycle.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
some
but you
stuff
don't-
on it.
Yeah, with a lot.
Yeah.
My apartment
towel.
is so. No, it's not. My apartment is so messy because I don't care. I
Oh.
honestly don't care because
Okay.
I am alone. I
So
don't
having
care.
a girlfriend will make your house clean? That's what you're saying? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. That's a big plus with having a girlfriend.
Yeah, because your mentality is pretty much somewhat similar to mine. It's like I would like to be more tidy and be more like have things in order, but because it's all just for me, it's like I'm not doing it for anyone else. Who cares? It's like meh. So I
and,
think having someone else that you care for would like up your own standards because you're doing things not only for you but for your other significant other as well.
No, that's the thing. If you have a girlfriend, you don't need to clean your house. When you get home
Yeah.
from work, the house will already be cleaned. Dinner is ready. The dishes are done. Your clothes are washed. Stuff
Sounds
is
like-
happening in your house when you have a girlfriend.
Sounds like you have been in a really good relationship. I want that.
I did a whole lot of cleaning.
It doesn't sound.
No, that's just the ideal. It's how it was back in the day.
In what
Way back. When I look at my grandfather, for instance, he's just sit there in his chair watching TV. My grandmother wash the house, make dinner, do the clothing, everything.
The very old days, I guess.
Yeah. the good old days. Why couldn't we just keep doing that?
Well, something has to.
Equality.
Yeah, it was very much. It was a lot of equality for men back then. Now there's not.
Well, back in the good old days, they didn't have the privilege of double income.
No, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so
But now we do. Privilege of double income and a clean house. That's a bargain. Right there.
Well, if you're in a relationship with a man, would it be the same thing?
Who the fuck would want to be with a man? Except the girls.
yeah, Thomas, like if I was
Yeah.
bisexual, I would never go for the men. I would always go for the girls. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Yeah, so
I also like the girls. That's why I'm a lesbian.
Yeah, until you start talking to girls because they are crazy.
where is this going?
A
What
lot
are
of
we-
girls are crazy. They're really crazy.
Oh,
But
yeah.
yeah.
Don't go
Yeah.
for the cray ones.
And you can't have
No.
a normal discussion with girls. At least when you're in a relationship. Because they'll always bring up some shit from you did a year ago or something that's totally unrelated to the current discussion.
And be like, ha, you lost.
Like when I were in a relationship, we had a discussion, and she said, "I'm so tired of this arguing." I was like, "We're arguing? I thought we were discussing this." That's why you didn't
Okay.
stay on topic. I see.
Mhm.
Well, fuck.
I
Do you know
really,
what?
I really have to post the Two Brains thingy on Facebook.
Do you know what? Speaking of girls, it's really hard to compliment them. You understand?
Be more specific. What are you?
You can say something. She got nice hips, and she's like, "Do you call me fat?"
Oh wow!
Yeah,
yeah, girls does that.
yeah. Girls
Wow,
does that.
okay.
They take something, a compliment, and turn it around to be something really, really negative. Do you know what I do to this day and age? I just say nice tits. Nice tits, girl, and they can't complain.
What? You don't like my face?
No, because every girl is self-aware of the tits. Just say nice tits. Works 10 out of 10. Let's go, boys.
When do you not say nice tits?
The tip of the day. If you're searching for a compliment, just say nice tits.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I have not tried nice hair. I will maybe do that, but they can twist it to turn on you, right? You got
Maybe.
lovely hair, and then I just woke up. They will find something and turn on you.
Turn it into a bad thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So nice tits.
It's like asking a girl where she wants to eat when you're going to eat out. And they want you to choose, and you choose a place, and obviously you chose the wrong place.
When you ask her, where do you want to go to eat? And she says, it doesn't matter. You pick.
Yeah, and you pick a place, and it's like...
And obviously it mattered a lot.
Are we really going to eat here? Yeah.
Don't you do that with guys as well? When you're about to eat out or something?
Yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I do it, but then I will tell them, no, not here. Somewhere else than here.
I don't know, kind of when I'm going out with friends to eat or stuff, we kind of find a place beforehand.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Just
like-
all agree to like, okay, we're planning to go to this place to eat.
Yeah, or we want this to eat, so this is our options. And then you, like... I know they serve this really good, so we go in there. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
that is the only reason I would say no, not here. Unless the food is really bad or I'm sick and tired of this kind of food.
Yeah, but you can say that before you leave. You don't wait until you sit outside the restaurant and it's like, are we really going to eat here? The food is really bad. I think we should go over there.
Yeah, but I imagine that someone will tell you where we are eating before, right? It's just like popping up. You're driving your car, or someone else is driving you, and you're just poof, restaurant, and you're like, no. I imagine there's a communication line. You understand?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when you're taking a girl out, sometimes you don't tell her where you're taking her, right? That's where the trouble starts.
Right.
That sounds
Right.
like a you problem. You
No.
should have told her.
No, but imagine if you told her, we're going somewhere to eat. I'm gonna surprise you or something.
Yeah, that's the instance
Yeah.
here.
And it's like, ooh,
Oh,
I can't
fuck.
wait to see where we're going to eat. And it's like, oh, it's this place.
I got us a table here.
Yeah. At Burger King.
You don't bring your date to Burger King.
I'll try it. For the side.
Just to see how far you can stretch it.
How cheap I can be. You get
And
the
ask
Big
her
Mac.
to pay afterwards. Oh no.
No. If
Just
I was
make
going
a
to
disaster date.
if
No.
I was going to do that, I would choose the most expensive restaurant.
Ah, okay.
I got some chivalry in my body. I will pay for that $8 burger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Well, are there really... what's the good restaurants to take someone out up in Sortland?
A lot. You got the food and wine house. You got
yeah, right.
garden.
Got that one. Yeah.
You got
Got a few.
the hotel serves really nice food. You got Dune.
The hotel, the new one. Or
Yeah, the new and the
old
old.
one? Oh, okay.
So you got like 5 choices.
5, yay!
And then you're not including Burger King or the Chinese restaurant.
No, I'm not including all the really cheap ones.
Yeah, good.
Oh.
I probably missed a lot these past 10 years living down here.
I could say let's go and get a kebab at the corner.
You could say that on a Saturday evening after a party, going home.
Yeah, of course.
That's the perfect kebab moment.
Yeah.
But not as an introductory date? The first date?
What date? First date.
Yeah. You're not going to the kebab place.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that.
Yeah.
That's not even second or third date material. That's like when you're both like established something together and just feel like, we're going there.
I know. Instead of taking your date on Burger King, you should go to the Norwegian kiosk and buy some sausages. That's a cheap first date. Hot dog.
Oh, yeah.
I brought you here, and you can choose whatever hot dog you want.
That's a gas station.
Gas station, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All of the top tips from us, guys.
Yeah.
You heard it here. Tipsy Wednesday. Dating tips.
There's no wonder we are single.
Actually, when I go on dates, I really do plan ahead and really make a day out of it, but that's not fun to date. That's not fun to talk about on the podcast.
No.
That's why I don't.
All right.
Yeah, I do go on dates occasionally. Yes, don't you?
No.
No, you went straight to the partying and banging and Netflix and chill this summer. That's what you did, yeah.
That's what.
But not with my date. It sounds really bad, but
no, you didn't date. You just partying, Netflix and chilling and banging.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, but no.
Let's not go into details.
The banging was with another girl. The Netflix and chill was with another girl.
Yeah. He basically dated one and banged another. Yeah, that's what he did.
No, we hanged and banged.
Hanged and banged. Okay.
No. I hanged with another girl and banged another.
Wow.
Yeah.
Funny thing, if you were a girl and did that, you would be called a slut. Funny how that works.
Yeah, but you were a real stud.
Yeah, that's
No.
Well, let's move on.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
It's today, day of recording, it's Sunday. And every Sunday I have my usual disc golf rounds. Playing with my old boss. Go to the course, play for like 2 hours. And the last couple of Sundays, I have thrown away some of my discs while playing. They just went up in smoke. And I did the same thing at the end of the season last year. So my disc golf partner said, I think you're really tired of your discs. And at the end of every season, you start throwing them away, just losing them in the woods or in the water. Just so you could buy new ones when then the season starts again. But that's not really the case.
Have you ever lost your favorite disc?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you know what? He uses his favorite disc the most.
I threw it and it went down the mines of Moria and was never seen again. Literally.
Sounds like a sketchy disc golf course.
Yeah, no, we have, I think it's hole 17 at one of the courses. You're shooting up a little hill, and on one side there's a lot of stones and whatnot. And my disc disappeared in between some of the big stones there. Just couldn't find it. And we called that place the Mines of Moria.
Because it's basically, it landed somewhere in there. It's gone.
Yeah. It just went in there and was never seen again.
Fair enough.
But yeah, of course, while losing discs for the next season, I will have to buy some new discs.
So I guess there's some sort of justification to buying new discs.
Yeah, but I don't throw them away on purpose, like my boss said.
Perhaps it's subconsciously.
Might be.
What?
Just like in the back of his head. Yeah, his subconsciousness is just like at the last moment, just half a second before he makes the throw, his like back of his brain goes like whoosh away.
Yeah, because last Sunday I threw too short and I was supposed to throw it over a water, like this little lake. And I just made it like the half the way and then it just disappeared in the lake.
Like in the middle of the lake, okay.
Yeah, not like the time before when I lost it a couple of meters from the other side. Because then I could go and get it. Just had to take my pants off and everything and walk out and get it. But this time it was smack bang in the middle, so...
Yep. Down into the depths.
And today I threw my disc, and it just didn't fly like I thought it would, and just took a like 90-degree angle turn and just disappeared behind the bush. And we couldn't find it. Of course, it was a green disc, and it was green wet grass everywhere. The perfect disc to throw.
Gone.
Yeah, just gone.
You need some
happens.
GPS trackers.
Yeah, they should have had that. Well, also this morning, I had my alarm clock set to get up. I were picked up quite early. And I woke up, and I was like, fuck. Turned the alarm clocks off. And then I looked at my phone for a while. Did some math in my head. And it was like, fuck, I set my alarm clock on the wrong time. I can actually sleep a couple more hours before I have to go I get up. Because I didn't adjust the hour when from yesterday when I were at work. Where I got up like 4:30. I just edited the minutes, so the clock still went off at 4 something.
Wow. Well, that's the best feeling ever, though. Even though it's like annoying to wake up then, but it's like, oh, I can sleep for hours more.
Yeah. So I set my alarm clock again, fell back to sleep, then woke up, picked my phone up, went into the alarm clock to turn it off, and it was like, wait, it hasn't gone off yet. And I went back to sleep again. And then the third time it went off, of course. I was supposed to get up, and I was like, fuck, if my head is still messing with me now, I'm giving up. Luckily, it was time to get up. I could go out and play.
Speaking of alarms, was it the tune we were talking about?
No,
week?
I had put the wrong sound on as well, so it was just a lot of screaming.
Ah, no.
Screaming?
Screaming, yes.
What?
Can you give me a second here? Where the fuck do stuff like that go on the phone?
Because I think last week we were talking about alarms.
Yeah, we did. But today I woke up to where the fuck is it?
Well, I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, I'm
a
looking.
lot of screaming sounds stressful.
Yeah. Like I have 5 alarms on, and the last one is this. Is there sound here? No, I took my sound off.
Oh no! I can't. I couldn't hear it through the Discord.
No. Let's try again. Where the fuck did it go? There. No. There.
No.
Why the fuck doesn't it scream?
I don't know.
Well, you can link it in the Facebook.
Oh,
I'm not sure he can.
Well, he can.
if it's a phone alarm sound,
He can use Audible and
I can.
Audible Audacity and record like we are doing now.
Yeah, I guess. Having trouble there?
Yeah. I'm trying to play the damn shit, but it just won't.
Like before we started recording, we were struggling to get your your phone on mute, and now you're struggling to get it out of mute.
No, it's on. It is unmuted. I just Yeah, no, I know what I'll do. I'll just do like this, and I'll go here. And, no, fuck, that was the wrong alarm. There, no, wrong alarm again. What the fuck?
Do you want to give up?
No, I don't give up. I win. I thought I was winning.
So...
Could you hear that?
I wish I could, but Discord filtered it out.
Okay, well,
but,
listen to the episode, because they heard it.
Yep. But, as I was trying to say, speaking of alarms, toss a coin to your Witcher, the metal version.
Yeah, have you put it on?
Yes, I did. I found... It's like, finding that tune today is like harder than I thought it would be. I had to Google around and find a download link to get the physical file on my phone. It's like... But I managed to get it eventually. And I put it on my alarm. Of course, I forgot to change the alarm sound from the default, so it was just the default sound on Monday. But on Tuesday, I woke up to toss a coin to your Witcher metal version, and it was weird. Yeah, because I'm used to like wake up super stressed, but I woke up confused. Like, this music. I was like, okay, it's this song. Wait, it's my alarm song now. Oh, I'm getting up now. It's like, so yeah, it was a smoother experience, I'll have to say.
Good. Did you repeat this on Thursday and Friday?
That's the thing, because I would have if I had gone to work like usual.
Like you should have.
Like you should have. But during Tuesday, I had an accident and something fell on my foot, and I got hurt a lot. So I went to the doctors and got sick leave until like next week. So and they told me not to walk on that foot for at least a few days. So I actually have crutches.
Nice.
Yeah, and with bling. Yeah. Bling crutches.
Picture of Bjørn using crutches will be up on Instagram. Bjørn, make the damn picture happen. We need some Instagram content, and this is it.
Fine, it'll have to be staged, because I stopped using them like yesterday or something, because now I can like put weight on my foot and like limp.
Then stage it, for God's sake, stage it. We need something.
Sure, I'll stage a picture with myself on crutches.
You can use one crutch, right?
It's harder to use one crutch and they replace your foot. It doesn't. I tried it, Junior, but it's harder. It's easier to just use either both crutches or limp.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
You got walking sticks for a reason.
Yeah, but you don't use walking sticks the same way you use crutches.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have thought about it, Junior, and I did try it, and it was a fucking mess. You don't use one crutch.
Have you tried to lower the crutch?
Yeah, I tried different height settings on my custom crutches, but nah. But now I'm just happy I can be without them and limp instead of just using them, because holy fuck, it's annoying.
Instead of the bling, you should have asked for a Tipsy Wednesday logo on them.
Wow.
It's really custom-made crutches.
Getting the Norwegian taxpayers to pay out here.
Yeah.
Long story short, yes, I just listened to that Witcher tune
The one day.
only one day. But that one day, I woke up feeling less stressed, but a bit confused. So,
Bjørn, can you send me the link? Because I tried the same and I found out that I'm too old for this.
I can send you the file.
There's a mobile app called Zedge. If you go there, you can find all the sounds and everything you want and just download them.
It's filled with virus and ads and
I'll send you the MP3 file. Done.
Yes.
Not literally done now, but it's easy once I get to it.
Yeah. Well, let's move on. Bjørn, you wrote down weekly listener numbers.
Yes, and am I blinded now? Yeah, a bit. Because just seeing our stats on SoundCloud from our weekly listener numbers, it has luckily been steadily increasing ever since we started. So, lo and behold, yeah. So just looking at it now, we're on a typical... Well, of course it fluctuates a bit from whenever you're viewing the stats, but like for instance, like now, it says we have 45 plays on SoundCloud over the last 7 days.
Yeah, last time I checked, we almost had 90 listens. It was earlier this week, so yeah, they are going up.
So it like fluctuates a bit depending on when the different streaming services upload their listener stats to our hosting site.
Wait, are we talking monthly, weekly, or?
Weekly.
Right now I was saying weekly, but if I just change the view to the last 30 days on SoundCloud, it says we have, on a 30-day period, we have, doesn't it?
370 plays the last month.
370, yeah.
Is this both tipsy and ukas?
Yeah,
it's both yeah.
tipsy and...
But totaling, we have like 1,754 this, like, total.
Oh, almost 2,000.
Yeah.
We are getting there, boys.
Also, now we have to add views on YouTube as well.
Oh, right. How does that look, Thomas? Do you have
not great.
Is it too early to ask?
Not
Okay.
great, because every episode I uploaded up until last episode were just sound. So I don't think that caught on, but the last episode with video, we had currently 22 views.
All right.
So if that keeps going up as well, so, yeah. One day.
It's something.
One day.
One day, guys.
Well, so it was just interesting to see. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
That the community is growing. But you have done the most of the growing in Discord as lately.
You have done most of the growing, Bjørn.
Most of the growing. Yeah, I do growing every night before I go to bed.
No, don't you ungrow?
Yeah, shortly after I've grown. But yeah, it's like... But I still find it hard to sell the podcast, to like casually mention it. It always just sounds forced and arrogant, you know? It's like, hey, I'm this random person and we're vaguely familiar with each other. I have a podcast.
That's why we have our listeners promote our podcast for us. Right, listeners?
You think?
Right, listeners? Right, viewers on
right.
YouTube? You're going to recommend us to your friends and family?
Tell your friends, tell your family.
You got an obligation to sell it to your family, to your father, to your mother, to your spouse.
The villain strikes again, but okay.
Sell it to everyone so we can keep doing this and start earning.
We are sick and tired of our usual life.
See if I can get the one pop motion still. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Like, sounds like that don't come through on Discord, but
no,
it's
they
in the
don't. It was
recording.
filtered out as my screaming were, so...
As you're screaming, well...
The alarm screaming.
The alarm screaming.
Are we going to move briefly on to the next topic, Junior?
I thought we could take that at the end, perhaps.
Okay, very well. Mine then?
Yeah, take yours.
So, there's this new game coming out, like, not next week. It's simply called The New World. It's an MMORPG published and produced by Amazon, which I found strange, but it's like, okay, Amazon makes games now.
Which platform?
So, it's on PC,
Steam?
I'm sure, but I have no idea, and I don't care if it's on console because I'm not there. But I haven't done a great deal of research on it either. So
which launcher was what I was supposed
Steam.
to ask. So it's on Steam.
It's on Steam.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen it on Steam. So
yeah, so Amazon doesn't have their own launcher yet. That's good.
I don't think so, but I wouldn't be surprised if they made their own Steam version, if they made their own Battle.net, if they made their own, I don't know what the others.
And that's the thing.
Origin.
There's so damn many of them. I want less.
Yeah. You want less, but competition is great. So
competition is great, but I want a little less. Because now I have to
Just a
have
little
like
less.
40 launchers just to play the games I want.
yeah, I get
of
what you
course
mean.
I'm
I like
exaggerating a
Steam,
bit,
even
but,
though it's almost like a monopoly with Steam today. But that's a whole other case and point. So, with The New World, I haven't done a great deal of research, unfortunately, but I'm fairly certain I'll try it out, because it has an inviting business model. It's a purchase once, and you have the game. There's no monthly subscription, which to me sounds like, oh, it's a one-time investment, and that isn't a money leech, which is like...
As of yet.
As of yet. And it doesn't base its business model around the free-to-play but pay for cosmetics, or as a lot of other pitfalls in a lot of other games. They're free-to-play but they're pay-to-win, which is such a downfall for so many games. It's horrible. So the business model and the company itself has been the main interest for me. It's like, they have a lot of budget, obviously, so there's no problem there. And
Go
it's the
Bezos!
correct business model. And Bezos, go Bezos, I guess.
Bezos!
So just purely based on that, and a few rumors I've just heard from players and things going around on the internet, that's like, yeah, it's good impressions overall. So just purely based on that, I'm interested. I'm fairly sure I'll try it.
Why?
What about you guys? Have you even tried? Why?
Why?
I just said because I like the business model, and I'm sure they have the budget to make it. If they want to put more money in it, they have more budget, and the few good rumors I have heard about it.
You're not selling
Do you
me
want
on
me
this
to?
game.
Yeah, no.
Why aren't you playing Witcher?
Bjørn?
Because I tried it, and somehow I fell off the bandwagon.
that got the same business model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? What?
Well, is it my job to sell this game to you? I'm just saying
No,
my
but-
interest. Just
There are literally thousands other games with the same business
but it
model.
isn't an MMORPG. Which
Bjørn,
No!
goddammit, play Witcher!
Now
For
you're
fuck's
getting
sakes, play
something.
Witcher!
No, but
Okay.
did you say it was an RPG? MMO
Yes, I
RPG?
did. It was an MMORPG produced and published by Amazon. It's one of my first statements.
Okay.
So
So why? But
I just
gameplay
told
is.
you why.
But the game. Aren't you interested in the gameplay? The
I'm-
mechanics, the thing that makes the game.
I should be, but surprisingly, to my own surprise as well, I found an interest in the game without having to even looked at any of that stuff, just based on rumors So is that...
Oh, yeah, but what caught your interest? Except the business model.
Rumors. First impressions from people. Just short first impression videos and reviews from beta tests and such. Or early,
Thomas,
I don't
what
know
are
if
you
it's
doing?
called beta tests or early access tests. I don't know. But, you know.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
Can I
sorry. I'm not a sales representative from Amazon.
no, but I cannot fathom what caught your interest.
Yeah, me neither. It's just the whole sum of different factors.
But the game is releasing...
Like the ones I have already listed. The sum of those factors.
You're
Do you have
such a
to repeat
politician.
myself? Do
You're
I have
such
to
a
repeat
politician.
myself?
I want to
to
make the
repeat
game. I want to make this country great. How?
Okay, it's not
By
a good
doing
enough
it good.
reason for you. It's a good enough reason for me. That's good enough for me. I'm not trying to sell the game to you. Sorry.
The game releases next week, you said?
I think so, yeah.
As,
Like,
I,
I don't
as
even know
in tomorrow,
what the
or as
release-
in next week when the episode release?
I have no idea. I could find out.
You're going to buy this game, yeah?
I'm fairly sure.
Can't you try to sell us the
September
game?
28th.
That's...
So it's like the day after this. No.
No, it's a day before this podcast. This game
Before
came out
this.
yesterday, actually. so if you have played it before the next recording, can't you try to sell the game then, when you have actually
Perhaps.
played it as well?
Most likely
maybe-
I will have my
maybe-
first impressions by then.
Yeah, maybe
But,
Junior will
like,
accept that a bit more.
My mentality is also blends into not trying to get too hyped for the game. If by day 1 and day 2 there's like massive outbursts of like, the game is broken, the servers are down, you can't play this yet, don't buy this yet, then I'll be like, whoa, okay, I'll wait.
Good.
That's my mentality going in.
Yeah. But my whole point is, what are you doing in the game? You're going so blind.
I'm going to get a new MMORPG experience, my role-playing experience in an
Yeah, but what
MMORPG.
are you doing in the game? What is the game about?
Making a character, fighting others in player versus player combat. Competition. What's
how do you
Thomas,
know?
I see here. Thomas, you're swelling up. I don't know.
Yeah, but how do you know it's PvP in this game?
Just a few rumors and a little bit of research. But I haven't like delved deep into it. I was like, okay, it has PvP, it has crafting systems, gathering systems, it has...
For all that you know, it could have been a farming simulator.
Yeah, but I know it isn't. That much
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, but now you're getting more information out there. You didn't say this when you tried to sell this to me. Or didn't,
Yeah,
as
it
you
wasn't
claimed.
my main focus. My main focus for getting interested was those previously stated facts. I was
That
like,
is-
okay, that was enough to get it on my interest list.
But
And
is
after that,
the-
I won't be buying it on day 1. I'll be like seeing, okay, how does this pan out?
Yeah, but how is the game supposed to come with more content if it doesn't provide more revenue?
I would imagine it would be expansions that you would purchase later. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Yeah, you can imagine that, but how long between those expansions?
Are you asking me about expansions before I've even decided if I want to play the
no,
game?
The
I don't
game
know.
hasn't
I
yet
don't know.
released. Don't think about
I don't know.
expansions
I-
yet.
No, but I can predict that this game will be dead in a month or two.
We'll have to see. I don't know.
Maybe the story is really good and the gameplay is good. Maybe you like it.
Yeah. Or maybe not. You know, who knows?
Well, good on you.
Yeah, good on me. I'm not trying to sell it to you.
If Bjørn plays the game, he'll try to sell it to us when he've actually played it. But there is a trailer
If
out
I
for the
actually
game,
find
yes?
it good. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots. But I haven't even seen a trailer. It's like, huh.
So we should post
Well,
that. No,
I
maybe.
guess we could. I
Yeah.
guess we could, yeah.
yeah, but I know that the combat is kind of like a watered down Dark Souls.
Okay.
Yeah, and I haven't read anything about this.
You obviously read it somewhere, or heard it somewhere, or saw it somewhere.
I saw it somewhere, but I
Exactly.
haven't sought information out on this. I just know it.
Okay.
True rumors.
Exactly! You're delving into the same realms as me.
No, I just heard it from friends.
Mm-hmm. I heard it from a friend as well.
Well, let's move on.
Several friends.
Bjørn, yesterday? No, 2 days ago? Yeah, you said something about cosplaying wifus. What was that about again? Or Junior, was it you who said it? Because I wrote down cosplay waifus because one of you said we should cosplay our waifus or something.
It was a in the moment joke, I think, that to get more viewers we could cosplay as waifus or something. But I don't even know how the fuck that would be.
If
As our anime character girls, you understand?
I will post this as a poll in Facebook, and people will go and vote for us if we should cosplay our waifus or not.
Do you know,
Wow.
if this gets true, I'm going to get expensive. I'm going to get real fucking good.
Yeah,
with this cosplay.
but we can afford to go
Okay.
expensive because we'll do it this summer when I get back home, when we are together again. So we could do some poses as waifus and stuff in the bar.
I'm going to go
As
all in.
waifus?
I'm going all
As
in.
waifus, yes.
Oh no.
That is if our listeners want us to do that. So I will post the poll in Facebook, Tipsy Wednesday. It's a Facebook group. Go there, vote for the poll. Yes or no?
I will go 100% like Sneaky.
Sneaky.
Wow.
Sneaky 7.
Isn't he a game streamer?
He's a gamer.
Pro
Yeah,
pro gamer and streamer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have seen his cosplay, you understand.
I'll go
Yeah,
100% Jessica Nigri. With my cosplay then.
Ay.
Well, I guess that I'm happy that I got a cheap waifu-ish cosplay to do. I just need a lab coat and I'm good.
And a wig.
And a wig.
And some makeup, perhaps.
Yeah, and makeup and everything.
And everything
no.
in between, yes. Yeah, well,
Thigh high, boots.
I would need...
I hope you're not trying to fake the thing in between.
Yeah,
that would be...
this thing we have to fake.
No, in between.
In between, oh.
No.
No, you have to tuck it in.
Do the fucking Silence of the Lambs. Woo.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm confused.
Or Ryan Reynolds in Buying the Cow, for our Ryan Reynolds fans who says we don't mention him enough. Ryan Reynolds tucks his dick in Buying the Cow.
Is it
Just
a
like
movie?
It's a movie,
just
yes.
like the guy in Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
He does like some sort of like ooh pose as well.
Ryan Reynolds does it in front of the mirror, showing off to himself. I'll post the clip in the Facebook group. I'll do it.
Okay, sure.
It's from the same movie where he's Spider-Man, the boy's special friend. If you've seen that clip.
No.
He's he had sex or something, and he's escaping through a window, nude, and he's climbing down the building with sheets and stuff. And then there's a little kid outside looking that looks at him while he swings from the sheets to a fire escape or something. And the boy thinks he's Spider-Man. And he's nude, and he tells the boy when he gets down he needs to borrow the boy's shirt to like hide his junk. And then the boy's father comes out, and you see the boy like takes off his shirt in front of Ryan Reynolds, who's nude.
Oh no!
And then he picks up his rifle to shoot Ryan Reynolds, and the boy just hugs Ryan Reynolds and says, "Don't shoot him, he's my special friend."
Oh no!
It's an early 2000s movie. Buying the cow. It is quite fun.
Okay.
Ryan Reynolds, I don't think is the main character, but he's one of the main characters. And he does a lot of funny parts in it. Like this. So yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of movies, are we going to the last...
Yes, we are.
Trying to keep it a bit short, because we're not good. Trying to not spoil it, at least. Just get a few impressions. Junior, do you want me to lead with this, or do you have something very specific to lead with?
No, you can lead.
Okay, so me and Junior and 2 other friends, 4 of us, went to the movies last week to see the movie Dune, which is based off of... is it originally the 80s movie Dune, or is it based on...
No, it's a big book.
It's based on a big book. Okay, so that's disclaimer. That's where I'm coming from. I'm brand new into this. I haven't read the books. I didn't watch the original movie. So, without trying to spoil anything, I'm just saying my impressions of Dune, the movie, the newly released one that is airing on cinemas now, is like, gave me the same vibes as when I saw Lord of the Rings for the first time, or even...
No.
Yes, it did to me. It's like, this is the start of something grand. Yeah, but it gave me a grander feeling, because Lord of the Rings is like, there's just 3 movies, and they have tons of stuff happening in them, and there's a start and a finish to each movie. Whilst in Dune, it's called Dune Part 1. The first movie, or is it movie 1? It's like Dune Part 1. I think that's the very first title in the opening scene or something. It gave me the impression, it's like 2.5 hours, and it just gave me the impression, okay, we're starting something and we're nowhere near the end. It's like the start of a grand adventure in this grand new world.
It's not going to be that grand. I imagine
it gave me that feeling, that impression at least. It didn't feel like a finite end to the first movie. It just felt like a very open ending, leaving it up to part 2.
Yeah, I guess it will end on part 2 as well. Maybe they will do adaptation of the other books, but I doubt it.
So you think Dune will have a part 1, part 2 done? One story, and then Dune 2?
Yeah, because the books...
Dune 2, first part, Dune 2, second part.
Yeah, but Dune 2 would be the other books, and the other books are not... they're not the same characters.
Okay, very well, very well. Okay.
So I'm fairly certain it will end on part 2.
Okay,
unless
so...
Have you read the books?
No, I've not read the books, but...
You've heard more about them than me, obviously.
Yeah, because in the cinema, we had a friend who have read the books, and I started asking him questions, because there's something in this universe they do not explain at all in the movies.
Don't spoil. Just, there are things that are, like, obviously, as with all movie adaptations that are based on books, there's a lot of detail in the books, which is trying to be condensed into a 2.5-hour movie.
No, but is this a spoiler?
Try not to spoil. Just leave it. Leave it. I know where you're getting at. It might be spoilerish.
What?
Something with the swords, shields.
Yeah, but guns.
Yeah, because how the shields work.
Yeah, but they do not explain it.
Yes, very briefly in one of the opening scenes. Perhaps it was so short you perhaps missed it.
If you blink, you'll miss it.
Yeah, when he was training with Mr. Josh Brolin.
Yeah.
In that scene, he explains
why they don't use firearms.
Yeah.
Or grenades.
No, why they don't use high-velocity projectiles. Why they use swords. Still in the year 10,160.
They could use grenades. as they did.
High velocity projectiles. Do you know how a grenade works?
Yeah.
A fragmentation grenade?
Yeah, but you can. Did you see? There's scene in the movie they're using explosives,
Yeah.
orbital bombing. They could make a mini version
Yeah,
of that.
well, if you go into the hard science, yeah, I'm sure there's plot holes.
This is not real hard science. We got RPGs today.
Yeah, I guess, but the whole logic is... I don't want to go into spoiler discussions.
Never mind. Have you guys seen the original movie from the 80s?
No.
I did.
I heard from my
did.
other friend, it was... Compared to this, it was just a mess-ish.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one, but I did see the old one many years ago. Many moons ago.
Oh.
And don't remember it quite well, but I was really confused when I watched it. I'll say that much. But I do think there's a TV show or a mini-series or a two-part movie things as well from the 2000s of Dune.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if it's connected.
Well, there's a game about Doom as well.
Dune.
Doom.
Dune.
That is
Dune.
that is made by Westworld.
Okay.
It was made before Command and Conquer. It's the same game as Command and Conquer ish.
Oh,
It's a strategy, real-time strategy game?
Yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I didn't know. Huh.
Getting your gaming trivia here, bitches.
well, Westworld used to do fun games.
Yes, they were entertaining. The Red Alert series, the Command & Conquer series. Oh,
Yeah,
goofy but so good.
They did mess up Red Alert Yuri's Revenge for me. Because I bought them on Origin to play them.
Yeah, but that is not Westworld's fault.
No, they are actually owned by EA as well at the time. But anyways, they had in one of the maps on Yuri's Revenge, you're in Hollywood. And you'll find characters like Arnie Frankenfurter, Sammy Stallion, and Flint Westwood.
Right.
And they did voices to sound like the real life counterparts.
Yeah.
And then Hollywood say no, and they changed the voices. But in my original game, which I actually have for computer on disc, they still have those voices. But I bought them on Origin to play them again, like the whole package of all the Red Alert games and Command & Conquer games.
Yeah.
And I got to that world, and I was like, yes, now I can get Arnold and stuff. And they just had the normal G.I. Joe voice on those characters as well.
Oh, that sucks.
And that sucks because they were so funny.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So that hard copy of Red Alert you have, take good care of it.
I will. I will.
That is a lost treasure.
It basically is.
Yeah.
But before our listeners are going to call us out, Westworld is no more.
Oh, yeah.
They got
It's
shut down by
non-existent?
EA. Yeah, they got shut
Oh.
down by EA.
The EA
Like
whale swallowed it.
Yeah.
Like everything.
But the game
And
exists
pooped it out.
on EA's platform, the Origin.
Yeah,
launcher.
they still own the IP.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
But all the people that they have left Westworld or EA and gone and made something else.
EA.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
a
yeah.
fucking mess.
EA bought
That's
BioWare
the-
as well, who also did do good work. Then EA got their hands on them, and now they do fuck all.
Yeah. That's on another tangent. EA bought up the property of Battlefield series with the DICE. EA is publishing Battlefield, and since then it's been like, meh. So,
Well, has it? When did they acquire DICE?
well, they acquired it for Battlefield 3, and that was the grand reoccurrence from Battlefield 2 or Battlefield Bad Company. That was the reawakening of the series, and it was a huge hit. And then they tried milking the series with Battlefield 4, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1. And it's like, as EA does, they're trying to pump out games, make more money, and it just like stagnated.
This happens.
And this is
elsewhere
the
as
reason why
well.
I'm also not super hyped for the new Battlefield 2042. It's like, I see lots of hype around the internet, but like, I'm aware it's EA. It's gonna be the classic Battlefield game. It's like, maybe. But I don't know, it's EA stamped all over it, so I'm like,
Yeah, but hasn't
EA
it
on a game is like pickles on a burger. It's like, ugh.
but hasn't it been too long since we played Battlefield?
Yeah, because I lost interest over Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. I played those games so much, and after they just released the same game over and over with a few different iterations, I grew tired of it. And I think I will, out of 20, the new Battlefield game as well. I don't think I'll try it. It's like,
I think I will try it just to rediscover the love. Because I skipped all the new games from Battlefield 4. There has to be something in those ashes to rekindle my love.
Who knows?
Oh shit, I'm up.
I find myself shrugging a lot because we're on camera, because it like conveys my
Yeah, but the guys who listen to the podcast on the other platforms don't see your shrugging.
No, that is why they should watch it on YouTube.
So they can see me shrug and smile.
Yeah. They cannot
Watch
see
this
my mouth.
podcast on YouTube. You can see Bjørn shrug. And you can see me look up at Junior.
Which way am I looking?
Yeah,
That way.
well, stop it before the audio.
Well.
Yeah.
So
That's that.
I think that's that.
Yeah. If you want to send us topics you would like us to discuss, or if you want to tell us something, ask us something, give us love, give us hate, whatever, send us a mail at tipsywednesday@gmail.com. Write to us in our Facebook group, Tipsy Wednesday. Remember to answer the poll when that comes up. Follow us on Instagram to see Bjørn on crutches, as well as many other funny things. Follow us on Twitter and join our Discord server.
And remember to vote.
We do have a Discord. Is the Discord here now? No, it's not. Maybe no.
Yes, it should be.
Yep. Well, anyway, all the links will be in the description below. And for those who are watching us on YouTube, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell over there or something, or whatever. Anyways, goodbye, good night.
Yeah. Cheers.
Adios.